I think honors is beyond education. It's more of an experience, and it's not just the experience like being in the moment and savor the moment, but also to literally like allow yourself to explore whatever is out of your comfort zone and challenge yourself and prepare yourself for leading with integrity. This is one of the specialties of honors, which is probably not available beyond the graduate school, which is students can actually collaborate with their honors faculty. And we have a vibrant and research-ready, research-engaged faculty here, and they work on a variety of topics. One of my students applied for a grant, and he worked on a funded survey experiment on American public's opinion regarding the war in Ukraine. Another student wrote a paper for one of my courses, and eventually she followed up with me for over a year, and that became her honors thesis on the Chinese housing bubble and the quote-unquote ghost cities. So I would encourage all of our students to just reach out with any kind of research idea, and I promise you'll not be disappointed.
Before I became a professor, I like to say I lived a couple of different lives. I worked in television, I worked in government, and in politics. And so I've been very fortunate to build a really cool network of people. And I like to bring those people into the classroom. So for example, we had a reading about food sustainability and understanding where your food comes from and understanding what actually constitutes food. And for that unit, we did the reading, but then I had a local chef come in and give us charcuterie. Oh, it was so good. We had all different kinds of meats and cheeses and fruits and crackers, and we got to kind of engage with the food, taste it slowly, smell it. Somebody ate a blackberry for the first time. It was really, really cool. Another thing that I had the opportunity to do, I had two of my political colleagues to come in and do a discussion ahead of the vice presidential debate. And that got spicy. It was really interesting, but it was a great opportunity for the students to be able to see actual political operatives engaging with each other, making arguments. And it was right there in front of them. It was tactile. It was real. It wasn't through a television or through a radio or on their phones, because it's always like that. Right in front of them. And they enjoyed that so much. And I like to, as many times as I can, to bring in my colleagues, my friend, people from my network to just share with the students because, one, it keeps things interesting. There's just so much knowledge outside, and I think it's good to be a connector to the outside world. So I enjoy doing that.
In 2023, we did the first Lewis Honors College study abroad, and that's something that we're trying to do every year. We have 2 or 3 or 4 options of honors education abroad experiences. And what's really cool about that is that you get to go with fellow honor students, and we had just the best 2 weeks of my life, really, and we laughed and learned and did so many interesting things together. It's just a really rich bonding experience. And every honors professor is doing that, is giving students really interesting access to places that you wouldn't ever be able to go with a tourist. And so it's something that I really would love to see as many honor students take advantage of it as possible. It's a fantastic opportunity.
Students can understand not just the problems and sort of how to think about problems to generate solutions, but where they're situated relative to those problems so that they can connect themselves in terms of their capacity and what their learning experience and interests are to thinking about what a wider solution might be in the community. And I have a couple of students that have done this in really cool ways. One student recognized that she was interested in mental health, and particularly mental health of students on campus. And so she created a student organization called Happy Cats, where she uses positive psychology methods to get students working on not just their own mental health, but ways of connecting with other students in the UK community to do activities that move them toward positive mental health. I have another student who is interested in healthcare. She's pre-med, and she created an organization called MediKids because she recognized that there was a gap between sort of the expertise of people who are trained in healthcare and the population they often serve. And so her idea for bridging that gap was to create an organization that connected with local elementary students and then provided sort of crafts and activities and healthcare education for them at a level that got them interested in their own well-being and health in connection with what we were doing on campus. And that's been a great opportunity for her to not just bridge that gap with students in the community, but also to meet up with service organizations and provide service that provides health to the community, and then build a sort of collaboration with other pre-med students to think about how they can continue to move toward the maximum kind of community impact that they care about.